So I started my channel back in 2018, and the first ever Chimps Mode video that I've uploaded was this one called BT6 Chimps Black Border Cubism. Now I did watch the video, and let me tell you guys, you are not ready for this strategy, but let's get this thing going. So we're starting off with 2 dart monkeys, and each of them goes on this side, and then we're eventually upgrading them to 0, 1, 0. So these guys, I think that they can still hold, right, these early rounds, because nothing has been changed so far, at least not when it comes to these dart monkeys. But if this video looks a little bit wonky, it's because, well, this was recorded on my phone actually. This was how I used to, this is how I started out doing YouTube. I started out as a hobby, and I just downloaded BT6 for myself, and I just started uploading these videos from my phone. I didn't even have like a good PC at the time, and I used iMovie, which is the free editor that they give you with the iPhones. And then, oh, we can buy Gwen, by the way. So I think I had Gwen like here in this exact spot. So let's have Gwen over there. And yeah, this is exactly how I started. I mean, I started doing videos on my phone, and then I would edit them into iMovie, and then eventually kind of saved up money and bought myself a PC, because the PC that I used, I actually edited a couple of videos on my old PC, but that one was just so super bad, and it would lag, and it was like watching a PowerPoint presentation and just doing anything on that one. And so, but yeah, this is how things used to go on this channel. So the next upgrades are actually, I don't want to say they're bad, because they're not exactly bad upgrades. I bought the triple shot on both of these guys, and I even got the camo detection, and these ones are actually not that bad of an upgrade, because especially in the context of what we're going to be seeing in the next few rounds, I think that this strategy can kind of make it make sense, right? So we're getting the triple darts on both of these dart monkeys, which is, by the way, a lot of damage, especially for these early rounds. I mean, we're so far, I mean, this is a stable, a very safe black border run, which you can absolutely use. So let me buy this one, and bam, there we go. Now, as I'm recording this, the money seems to be going about the same as in the video from 2018, because I have the video on the side like here, and I'm watching the video as I'm playing this. And so I bought a super, which I placed right over here. And that's going to be an interesting choice, because, well, you guys are going to see what we're going to buy in a second. We're not going to stop at the super, actually. And as we're saving the money, I bought an ace. And this is just, I'm just keeping this thing as a base super, and then I bought an ace, which I was able to fit right about here. And then after I got the ace, I upgraded it to 200, and I just left it in circle. I didn't even give it the flight path or anything like that. It was just roaming around, which is a very interesting upgrade, because this thing, like, just the lots more darts, it didn't do anything. I mean, come on, how would you do this? I think that so far, even if we didn't buy the ace, we're gonna be completely fine with the defense that we have, just because these triple darts plus Gwen, they're actually very strong. Now, the next thing that I'm buying is a village, and you guys are not ready for where this run is going. So let me try and fit the village. I think I have like the village like right about here, I think is the spot. And then I bought the discount village. And so I guess something that I would change nowadays is that I would buy the discount village before buying these guys, before buying the super and the ace, because you actually do get the discount onto the base towers as well, not just the upgrade. So now we need to figure out a way how to deal with the Moab, and the solution that I had was just buying the fighter plane, and then, because of the rockets obviously, and then I bought the laser blasts, and that's it. And this, I even used the cocktail in round 40, so as soon as the Moab comes out, I even bought the crow blocker, by the way, and this is gonna be this is gonna be a 0-2-2 village, by the way, even though the super has camo. And here comes the Moab, and so what I did is I used the cocktail, and it actually landed in about the same spot in the video. But yeah, there we go. So that's how you deal with round 40. And then we're quickly rushing to buy the radar scanner, because the super doesn't have camo and the ace doesn't, because apparently the ace was, I guess, one of those DPS towers as well, but the super does not have camo. So we're gonna have some camo balloons around 42, and so far, listen guys, this thing is holding on. I mean, I'm not complaining. We are doing very well, it seems like. This guide is working so far. Now, in these next rounds, we're chilling a little bit, but we're also upgrading some stuff. So, for example, I got the Plasma Blasts, and then you would think I would go for the Bottom Pad, the Knockback, and the Sun Avatar, but no, I went for the Millipede, actually, and I got the Epic Range. After this, I started saving up money for the Robo, but this is a very good idea, actually, because the Robo is a 3rd tier, which is going to get a huge discount because of the discount value. So this is actually not bad. And I also mentioned that these darts are actually not a bad idea at the start. And this is the reason why, because we just had camo purples around 45 and 48, and these darts, which are 032, they help take care of them. So that was actually a very good choice. I was kind of looking into the future, I guess, and just getting ready for it seems like. But what I bought next was this Robo Monkey. Also, you know what? We didn't have the targeting change back in the day, so I think it was just, or did we? I don't remember if we. I don't think we did actually. I think it was just like straight up set on one was on first and one was the last. Here's what I bought next. I bought and look at this one. I bought a 400 Alchemist, but the thing with this Alchemist is that it was so far. It was a 400, but it was so far it doesn't hit the super. It doesn't buff the super, it only buffs the ace. I guess you would want to buy a crosspath for this Alchemist. You don't want to leave it as a 400, but I guess at the time the crosspath didn't do anything. Okay, so now this defense is holding on, and it was holding on in the video like nothing was even getting close. But the next thing I bought was another village, and this was, I mean, you guessed it, it was a discount village as well. I was a fan of discount villages, it looks like. So another 002 discount village, and then I bought a wizard, right? Okay. I bought a wizard actually in the range of the discount village. It was a 302 wizard. I set it on strong and then I eventually upgraded to the arcane spike. And now the reason why it's on strong, I believe, is because it does extra damage to mob. I think that was the reasoning for it. It does well versus mob class balloons, so I just had it on strong. And this is where the strategy takes, you know, you guys are gonna see what's happening in the late game and the utility towers that I'm buying, but so far we're doing well. I mean, we're dealing with purples, which is basically thanks to these towers, because none of our other towers, maybe with the eights helping a little bit. And then I also bought another super, which I had, oh, this is around 63 by the way. So let me just place the super because I did have it. This is like another 220 super. I think it's gonna go into a 230, so it goes like this. And then let's just, yeah, we're doing with 63, no problem, but let me just upgrade this thing to 220. And then this is gonna be the last ceramic wave, I think, but we're dealing with them no problem, especially because the robo is very good nowadays. Yeah, this thing is creating like crazy. Even if you don't have like the knockback, it's still very good. And yeah, this is the strategy so far. I mean, guys, what do you have to say about this one? What is your comment on this perfect strategy that works 5 years now? It's actually 6 years after I've uploaded this, because I uploaded this in 2018 and it's 2024. It's almost 6 years and this thing still works. I mean, that's just amazing. Yeah, I mean, listen, so far the defense is doing amazing, but you can tell that I was afraid of losing, because even if I don't buy this second super, which by the way, you know what I did? I got the jungle drums and then I got another alchemist which went like this, and he was able to buff both the wizard and the super, and this was, again, you guessed it, a 400 alchemist. Again, why am I not buying any crosspaths? I have no idea. I don't think the crosspaths did anything actually, so I think that that's the reason why I was just leaving them like this. Maybe the faster throwing, and then I think later down the line they made the stronger essence and the perishing potions give duration to the buff, but I might be wrong. This was a very long time ago. But again, a 400 alchemist, a 202 village with the attack speed, and I'm just buying defenses, even though the defenses that we have so far are, I think, more than enough to just take care of the entire 70s. But I guess this was a guide, so maybe I wanted to be careful with something like that. And as I was doing this, I also got the robo, which is again bought under the range of a discount village. Again, a very, very good choice, I must say. Honestly, I don't think that we're gonna have any issue on these upcoming rounds, but we are gonna have a huge wave of purples actually on 78. So I guess my question is whether or not these, because it's all gonna be on the darts, maybe this alchemist is gonna like throw in a shot or two, and then this ace, and those are gonna be the ones that are gonna have to deal with the purple wave. So let's just see. After this BFB, the purple wave is gonna come, so any second now. So let's see if this is gonna be enough. I'm not even gonna touch the targeting, by the way, so let's just watch. And it seems like, yeah, it seems like these purples are not that problematic, I have to say. Where's the ceramic wave? It's gonna come in a second. Let me just speed things up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so they're gonna mix up actually with the purple, so some of the attacks are not even gonna do anything, but it seems like, yeah, it seems like we dealt with this no problem. So these dart monkeys, guys, the triple darts that I bought from the start was actually, they were the best thing that I bought, because they essentially carried the run. These are all magic attacks and they're just dealing with the purples, it seems like. I feel like we still do have the damage. You guys are gonna be surprised about what I'm buying next. Actually, you might not be surprised about what I'm buying next, because it is a tier 5 tower. And only one of these guys can go into tier 5 tower currently. And yeah, you guessed it, it's gonna be the Archmage. I bought the Archmage, and for some reason, let me just get the money for this thing. It's gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6, 0. There we go. So I bought the Archmage, and for some reason I kept it on strong. I think that nowadays we want to have this thing on first, right? Even though it does well versus mob class. It's like a nice cleanup. but I think the reasoning was that it just does well versus mob class balloons, so I'm just gonna keep it on strong, and all of these guys are just gonna clean up the small balloons, like the supers. And I'm saying the supers because, you know what, we're not stopping at 2 super monkeys. We're not stopping at 2 super monkeys, guys. So the way that I found a solution for the small balloons, it seems like, is, and you guys are not gonna guess it, but it's another super. So I bought another super monkey, which went right over here, and so this one actually became a sun avatar with the mill path. I gave it the range for some reason. I think the reasoning was that we are giving it camo detection from Maria's camera, so I can just get the mill path with this thing. Although I would have, you know, nowadays I would have loved to have the knockback, because the knockback is one of the best upgrades that this thing has, and it also works on mob class balloons. So why not get it in the first place? And then as these DDTs are going to be coming out on 95, here is what I did. I bought a sniper which I had set on strong, and this was a May Moab sniper, which at the time cost $7,500, and even with all of these discounts, I bought a tower that easily cost me over $10,000. And you guys might see the problem with this thing. I mean, this thing can surely stun these stronger balloons, but the problem is it doesn't have any camo detection because it's not in the range of the camo village. So what we're relying on is this Archmage decamoing them, and this thing is, it's not like it's not gonna work, it's just these small things that over time, you know, you just start doing to get better. Instead of using, like, getting the super inside of the range of this Alchemist, I just straight up bought another one. So I gave this guy another 400 Alchemist. And at this point, we have 3 400 Alchemists. I have never seen a bigger waste of money ever. I think that this could have easily been done with like one and just put the money to something else. And then I bought a sniper, and if you guys thought that this Alchemist is useless, well, let me tell you something about that. I bought a sniper in this exact spot, and this was another 402 sniper, and that's it. This is the entire strategy. But again, this guy is under the under the camo village. At least you can see camo balloons. And let's see how these guys do versus everything, because this doesn't seem to... Oh my god, this thing is not holding, is it? There's no way I'm gonna lose in 98. It's super close, by the way. Oh my god, it actually loses? Okay, you guys, I made a mistake. I lost because I forgot one very important tower. As round 98 was coming out, I actually bought, and you're not gonna believe this, another super monkey, which I managed to fit into the range of the discount village somehow. And this was the game-winning tower, which was a 0-2-3 super, which I set on strong. So let me just buy it. We do have the money now, so it's fine. And this is the tower that I forgot the previous time, and let's see if this is gonna make any... I set it on strong for some reason. I guess, again, it's the extra mob class damage, but it doesn't seem to be working again. No, this wasn't the game-winning tower, it seems like. Okay, let's actually try and make this thing work. So let's fix the mistakes. I think that this thing shouldn't be on strong. I think it should be on first. I'm gonna buy this, by the way, I'm buying the same tower, so I'm gonna buy this thing as well, the Dark Knight, and I'm gonna upgrade to the same way that we upgraded in the video. So it's gonna be a 0-2-3. Let me get the super range, let me get the epic range, but I'm also gonna use some abilities. So in all of this mess, let me get the epic range, and now I'm gonna use Gwen's level 10 ability. Now let's see if this is... I'm even gonna use the cocktail. Let's see if this is gonna make any difference. So the problem is that we're getting overwhelmed by the small balloons basically, and we cannot deal with them. But it seems like just a single level 10 ability was enough, right? Yeah, there we go. So that's everything that we needed to do. But for some reason, this used to work. I mean, these towers apparently were a lot stronger, because I don't think that we struggled at all on round 98, and we just seem to have lost this time. So, but yeah, there we go. This is it, and this is the bad. And let's see how we're gonna do with the bad. I'm confident that we have a lot more damage than we need. So yeah, the bad is just gonna pop, and that is going to be our Anna 200 Monkey Buccaneer as the insta, and that is it. The damage is just not the same that these towers do, it seems like, but that was a very fun one. And honestly, I'm gonna take a look at my older videos to see if I find some wacky strategies like this one, and maybe we can replicate it and see how it does. But that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys for watching it, and I will see you in the next one.